News live at 7. National insurance set to increase 15% over 20 years.
On the defense, coming up tonight on Our News, a blockade is coming to the southern Bahamas in light of recent violence in Haiti. We'll have those details for you tonight.
A bail jumper deported from the U.S. is sentenced for his crime. And then in Our News at 7:30, the former Prime Minister says Prime Minister Davis's decision to send troops to Haiti is misguided. Our News live at 7 starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Our News Live at 7. I'm Jerome Sawyer. Thank you so much for joining us. Sitting in tonight for Candino Knowles, who is on assignment. Well, all of the economic indicators told us that it was only a matter of time. National insurance contributions will increase 15% over the next 20 years. The news of the hike in the social assistance contributions comes from the minister responsible for the cash-strapped fund on the brink of collapse. Our Berthany McDermott gets us started with a breakdown of the proposed increases.
July 1 will bring a 1.5% rate increase to national insurance contributions, according to NIB and Immigration Minister Alfred Sears. Sears also revealed an additional 1.5% increase every 2 years until 2044. That means the 20-year period will bring a 15% increase.
It is projected that from 2030 onwards, NIB will begin to experience a surplus.
The increase, he says, will be split between the employee and the employer and will also be applied to self-employed people and voluntary insured people. He added the increase will ensure NIB remains a reliable support system for everyone in the nation. The increase will also come alongside a comprehensive reform of NIB.
NIB's reform is not a matter of choice. It is a matter of national necessity. We can no longer delay or ignore this issue as it affects our present and our future welfare.
The 11th actuary report calls for an increase to NIB contributions or face a complete collapse of the fund. Sears also revealed a severe imbalance, which he explained is only worsening in NIB's current state, along with compliance challenges.
Without major reforms, the system risks collapsing under its own weight, leaving future generations without a social welfare safety net.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Berthany McDermott.
And to hear the opposition's response to the proposed hike, be sure and join Our News at 7:30. Well, the growing unrest and escalating violence in Haiti prompts the Defense Force to set up a blockade along the southern borders to stop any possible migrant surge. Joshua Williams picks up that story from here.
These persons present a national security concern to us here in the Bahamas.
The Royal Bahamas Defense Force is beefing up its security. This comes as violence in Haiti continues to escalate after calls for the resignation of its Prime Minister Ariel Henry. RBDF Commodore Dr. Raymond King says now is the time to do so. Just this week, some 4,500 inmates escaped prison, followed by an attempted seizure of the main international airport by gangs, resulting in its closure as Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry attempted to return to the country.
The probability of these escapees to become involved in transnational criminal activities, illicit weapons smuggling, illicit drug trafficking, as well as human trafficking and smuggling.
Resources dedicated to the blockade include 6 vessels and 1 aircraft with a force of 120.
In order to detect any early movement of any migrant activity towards the Bahamas. Collaborative vessel patrols in conjunction with the Turks and Caicos Island, because we actually have Turks and Caicos coastal persons embedded in our vessels as shipwrights, as well as working closely with the United States Coast Guard.
Commodore King also revealing that patrols could be carried out in Haitian territorial waters as well if necessary.
If we are able to have Haitian shipwrights on board, then we'll go within their 12 nautical mile range. But generally, it's what we do now. We patrol off the northern coast, we cover the Windward Passage, we cover the whole Bahama Channel.
Dr. King also adding that the footprint in Haiti will be minimal with limited security and intelligence teams at the Bahamian embassy. Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
Thanks, Josh. Well, nearly 200 shantytown structures in 3 areas in Abaco dismantled last week in areas described as unregulated communities. Works Minister Clay Sweeting confirming they had to give a few families with children just a little extra time to move.
Some of them had a few children that we gave a few time to find somewhere to live, but you know, it's moving, it's progressing well, and we haven't had any incident. The persons are aware that they built without proper building approval. It's environment concern. We also have concerns with health and safety, so it's progressing well.
All right, well, it's time now for your first look at temperatures on the outside. Our meteorologist Greg Thompson is standing by in the Weather Center tonight. Greg?
Yeah, thanks, Jerome, and a happy Thursday evening, everybody. We started off with a wet morning around the northwest Bahamas. Here in the capital, we did get some rain. I had about a little over half an inch in the rain gauge at my house. 77 degrees right now outside our studios with a few clouds. It's clearing up. The winds are out of the south-southeast at 7 miles per hour. Your field-strike temperature is a warm 76. Temperatures around the islands right now, 76 in Freeport, 75 Marsh Harbor, Abaco. We pick up 77s in Alistown, Bimini here in the capital. 78s, Nicholstown, Andros, Great Harbor Key in the Berry Islands. Over in Governor's Harbor, the Eleuthera area, you guys are 76. Central Bahamas, 78. Kemps Bay, Georgetown, Deadman's Key, as well as in Copentown, San Salvador, Arthurstown, Cat Island, you guys are 77. And into the southeast Bahamas, upper 70s there with 79 in Duncantown, Ragged Island. Pick up more 78s in Colonel Hill, Cricket Island, Delectable Bay, Acklins, you guys are 78. 78, Abrams Bay. Providenciales, Turks and Caicos Islands, 78. Deep South, Matthewtown, Inagua, you are the warm spot. Temperature right now at 81. Satellite and radar composite showing that upper level trough, that disturbance that moved across the northwest Bahamas, now pivoting out towards the east and northeast of us. Most of the activity is being taken away with that system as it moves towards the east, but we still had some showers and some isolated thunderstorms across the area. Still seeing 1 or 2 residual showers across the northwest Bahamas, but most of this activity will be moving out. High pressure will build in briefly behind this, but we do expect the front to get in here sometime by the weekend, and that could give us a couple more isolated showers. That's your first look at weather. Stick with us. Look at your extended forecast.
Still to come on Our News, an accused gun trafficker who fled the country and jumped bail is sentenced for his crime. And concert goers getting ready to head over to Miami this weekend for the highly anticipated Jazz in the Gardens. And for the first time, a Bahamian entertainer is on the bill. Our Italia Hall is in the city of Miami Gardens tonight. And later in our Sustainability First report, an oil spill in Trinidad and Tobago catches the attention of a local environmental group. That's coming up when Our News returns.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklins. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of our news. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklins. Coming this March, only on Our News.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't.
An accused gun trafficker who fled the country and breached his $60,000 bail is sentenced to 8 months in jail. You may recall that Larry Burrows' extradition from Florida happened last month. Well, today he pleaded guilty to violating bail before Magistrate Samuel McKinney. Burrows admits he repeatedly did not sign into the Quacko Street police station starting back on May 29th in 2022 up to February 8th. Burrows' trial for conspiracy to import firearms is still pending. He's accused of plotting with others to import 15 firearms of various caliber into the country between November 2017 and September 2020. Well, some sad news to report tonight. Former Assistant Commissioner of Police Paul Thompson has passed away. Thompson, a Trinidad native, moved to the Bahamas to join the Royal Bahamas Police Force, where he spent 39 years. Rising through the ranks, he eventually became Assistant Commissioner until his retirement in 1981. More recently, Thompson was outspoken in the media on the escalating crime problem. Thompson was 96 years old. Well, a big weekend for concert goers. In less than 48 hours, the city of Miami Gardens comes alive as thousands flock for the annual Jazz in the Gardens Music Festival. The North American R&B, Soul and Gospel Festival will feature top musical artists like Fantasia, Davido, Jasmine Sullivan, Kirk Franklin, Jaheim, Omarion, Rick Ross, Trina, Lil Kim, Maxwell, and Babyface. I'm sure you've got a favorite somewhere in there. Well, even more special for local fans, for the first time in history, Bahamian music legend Sweet Emily will hit the stage. That's right. Well, our Italia Hall is in the city of Miami Gardens, and today she sat down with Bahamian Councilwoman Shannon Igadaro, who is anticipating another large contingent of Bahamians for the big weekend.
And that is essentially stimulating the economy of the city of Miami Gardens in tourism and in business. We talk about heads and beds, how many people are coming over and renting hotels, how many people are participating with the festival.
So in case you've been wondering where Italia's been for the past 2 nights, well, coming up at 7:30, Italia will speak exclusively with the councilwoman about her political career as the first Bahamian elected to the city of Miami Gardens. Well, in line with that, tomorrow is International Women's Day under the theme Inspire Inclusion. Women all over the world will celebrate and be celebrated for their achievements. Known for their great themed clothing, the folks over at Bahari Bahamas have found a unique way to celebrate the day. Well, Bahari's new general manager, you may know her, Carol Barnett, promises that women who visit the store tomorrow are in for a treat.
This year, they made a decision to support International Women's Day by hosting a 50% off promotion for all females. So with women's wear, you can purchase at either one of our 4 locations, either Marquis Street, Meldon Shopping Plaza, Southwest Plaza, the cruise port, or if you're traveling, you can just pop at our kiosk at the airport and get 50% off all female wear at Bahari. So we're just, doing it big for females, just saying, just want to ensure that we support our females and support this occasion of International Women's Day.
When our news comes back from the break, we turn our spotlight to stories making headlines across the world. More signs of global warming, as last month is recorded as the hottest February ever. Plus, the Dominican Republic beefs up border security over fears of a civil war and genocide in Haiti. Haiti. And a UN official is found murdered in Antigua. We'll have details when our news returns.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklins. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of our news. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklins. Coming this March, only on Our News.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Immerse yourself in the
This is Our News. Welcome back. We turn our attention now to stories making headlines across the world. And we begin with the latest on the global warming crisis. The world marked yet another consecutive month of record-breaking heat. New data from the European Union's Climate Change Monitoring Service shows that last month was the hottest February on record globally. According to the Weather Monitoring Agency, the average global surface air temperature in February was 56.4 degrees Fahrenheit, leading it to become the 9th consecutive month where it was recorded as the warmest month. This after 2023 broke the record for the warmest year. The highest February temperatures were seen within the first 2 weeks of the month. The Dominican Republic reinforcing security at its shared border with Haiti. It follows a warning of civil war and genocide by the Haitian gang leader Jimmy Cizire. On Tuesday, Haiti's unelected Prime Minister Ariel Henry landed in Puerto Rico following speculation about his whereabouts after he traveled to Kenya last week to seal a security deal intended to secure the African nation's leadership of an international gang fighting force. Meanwhile, U.S. State Department spokesman Matthew Miller telling reporters the United States is not calling for the resignation of Haitian Prime Minister Henry.
As the situation on the ground grows increasingly dire, we in CARICOM have continued to call on stakeholders, including the Prime Minister, to make concessions in the interest of the the Haitian people. So we are not calling on him or pushing for him to resign, but we are urging him to expedite the transition to an empowered and inclusive governance structure that will move with urgency to help the country prepare for a multinational security support mission to address the security situation and pave the way for free and fair elections. And what we are saying to the Prime Minister is that he needs to expedite the transition to an empowered and inclusive governance, including the appointment of a transition council.
Well, police are investigating the death of a visiting United Nations official whose body was discovered in his room at the Jolly Beach Resort on Tuesday night. The authorities have not yet identified the UN official, but the state-owned Antigua and Barbuda Broadcasting Services said he was part of a UN team assisting in preparations for the 4th Conference on Small Island Developing States to be held in the Twin Island Nation in late May. The conference is expected to attract thousands of delegates, including heads of state and government. And back here at home, the environmental watchdog group BREEF, or the Bahamas Reef Environmental Educational Foundation, warning of the dangers of an oil spill. This after a spill in the Twin Island state of Trinidad and Tobago. Our Marlena Leonard takes a look at the issue in this week's Sustainability First.
Bahamas First, putting sustainability first for our people and our environment. What's first for you and the planet comes first for us.
For the past month, news of an oil spill in Trinidad and Tobago has dominated news in the region. The spill emanating from an overturned vessel has since spread hundreds of miles and into the waters of multiple neighboring countries. Earlier today, a month after the vessel capsized on February 7th, a release from Trinidad and Tobago's Ministry of Energy announcing that hydrocarbon discharge emanating from the vessel has stopped, saying the leak point is effectively being blocked by seawater that has filled compartments above it. The vessel is capable of carrying up to 35,000 barrels of fuel oil. That's almost 1.5 million gallons. But the exact volume of the spill itself is still unknown, and there are still questions surrounding the ownership, origins, and intended destination of the vessel. Toxic chemicals and fumes from spills can smother organisms, impact food sources, and wreak havoc on the livelihoods of those who rely on the ocean for income. The Bahamas Reef Environment Educational Foundation recently weighing in on the spill, saying, despite assurances from industry proponents, the reality remains evident. There is no foolproof method to transport oil without posing a significant threat to delicate marine ecosystems and the people and businesses that depend on them. Casuarina McKinney-Lambert, the executive director of BREEF, is also a founding member of Our Islands, Our Future, a coalition advocating for a permanent ban against oil drilling in the Bahamas. McKinney-Lambert says the recent events underscore the urgent need for sustainable, renewable energy alternatives, stating oil spills can cause irreparable harm to marine ecosystems. Reporting for Our News and reminding you to put sustainability first, I'm Marlena Leonard.
Still to come on Our News, today in history, find out interesting facts about the day that was March 7th. And then in Our News at 7:30, the Prime Minister's decision to send troops to Haiti called misguided. And later, our Talia Hall sits down with a Bahamian councilwoman making a difference in the city of Miami Gardens. That's coming up when Our News returns.
And the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklins. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of our news. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklins. Coming this March, only on Our News.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
In what we do at Best Brew, it really doesn't end when the customer purchases our product. We offer specialty coffee, tea, spices, and brewing equipment. We do a lot of our orders via website. We actually have the mobile service and the phone service and the internet. So having business in a box really kind of brought everything together for us and helps us to be able to provide the customer services that we pride ourselves on.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklins. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long...
And we're back here on Our News. It's time to turn our attention now on events that shaped the day that was March 7th. On this day in Bahamian history, former Governor General Arthur Dion Hanna was born in Acklins in 1928. Hanna entered politics in the late 1950s under the newly formed Progressive Liberal Party and was elected to the House of Assembly in 1960. He served as a Member of Parliament until 1992. He holds the distinction of being the longest-serving Deputy Prime Minister in Bahamian history. He served as Governor General from February 1st, 2006 to April 14th, 2011. Hanna died on August 3rd, 2021. He was 93. On this day in 2012, Miracle Shakira Joseph, who was born with a conjoined parasitic twin, was released from the neonatal intensive care unit of the Princess Margaret Hospital after 2 months. The surgery to separate the two was performed in January that year and was the first of its kind in the Bahamas. At the time of her release, Miracle was in good health, as doctors said she would likely live a normal life. And to watch that story again and for all of today's top stories, be sure and visit ournews.bs. Well, that's going to do it for Our News Live at 7. Joining us now is our Megan Shepherd. Megan, night 2 of The Replacements.
Night 2.
We're not doing too bad, eh?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're busy, like Caninos and Metropolitan Acklins. And,
Living his best life. Italian, eating all of the good food. She's calling you Guy just instead of Gully Wash now. I have a problem with that. That's a grand baby.
Yeah. All right.
So we're going to let you go now. Coming up in 7:30, the official opposition is concerned about the increase in national insurance rates. The former prime minister calling the decision to help Haiti misguided. And a popular Bahama restaurant makes its dinner service return. Here are your latest headlines. Coming up tonight, increased impact. The opposition leader expressing concern about the potential burden of an NIB rate increase for low-income homes. Plus, seeing success. The Royal Bahamas Defense Force says illegal migration is down over 600%. We've got the details on the significant dent. And then, amidst the ongoing turmoil in Haiti, a former prime minister asks, is sending 150 Bahamian troops to Haiti still a good idea? And later, the Our News team is in Miami, bringing you the stories of Bahamians making an impact. Our Italia Hall speaks exclusively with the Councilwomen of Miami.
I believe it's really about giving a message of hope and empowerment. And I believe when you are in a place of authority, that authority is to really bring information and resources to people.
Her story and so much more when Our News Live at 7:30 returns.
The $15 million Lucaya Solar Power Project, the first of its kind in the Bahamas' energy landscape. The state-of-the-art solar farm on the Fairfield and Devon sites spans just over 30 acres.
You've heard of electric cars. Now it's time you drive one. Easy Car Sales welcomes you to experience the power and prestige of the latest electric vehicles. Plug in at home for a 65% discount off your gas bill and never get stuck at the pump again. Build your dreams of a better future with a better car, the BYD EV. Visit easy242.com to book your free test drive today. Save your money while driving in style, only at Easy Car Sales.
Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means using less energy to perform the same task, unplugging appliances not in use. That's energy conservation. Replacing an old refrigerator, washing machine with a new model, adding insulation to the attic and walls of a home. That's energy efficiency. People conserve to gain more control over their energy bill and to reduce demand on the Earth's natural resources. Take this journey with us as we build for better. BPL.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Embrace technology.
Welcome to Our News and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Megan Shepard. A 15% increase over 20 years. That's what the government says it will take to bring the National Insurance Fund back from the brink of collapse. Financial experts and NIB officials have been sounding the alarm over the state of the Social Assistance Fund for years. Well, today the minister responsible announcing that starting July 1st, NIB will increase by a rate of 1.5%. and every 2 years after that. The contributions will continue to increase by the same 1.5% up until 2044. That works out to a 15% increase over 20 years. Minister Alfred Sears making the announcement during today's midterm budget debate as a means to making sure NIB remains a reliable support system. These increases are also intended to bring comprehensive reform to NIB. While the official opposition is concerned about the impact the increase will have on low-income households. Opposition leader Michael Pintard questioning if any relief will be given to Bahamians who take home less than $20,000 per annum.
For those of us who have persons employed, we have to now figure out how do we ensure that they have access to benefits from NIB while their spending power is not dramatically reduced. And so what can we do? Do we then, for example, bump up what they were making so that they can continue to benefit from NIB without it having to come out of their salaries?
Now, his concern came minutes after National Insurance Minister Alfred Sears made the announcement. Pintard says the government must assure the public NIB assistance will remain consistent and reliable.
The government has to indicate what its plan is in terms of making sure they protect the fund. There are millions of dollars that are outstanding that successive governments have loaned, made available for a variety of projects, and we need to know what is the status of that portfolio.
Illegal migration is down so far this year, according to Royal Bahamas Defense Force Commodore Dr. Raymond King. For the first 2 months of 2024, when compared to 2023, there has been a significant decrease in those attempting to cross our borders. King says there has been a significant decrease.
We would have experienced a significant decrease of some 650%. of migrants actually being interdicted at this time. Or the absolute numbers is 140 versus 1,055.
Meantime, the Davis administration is keeping a close eye on the situation in Haiti. And with the cancellation of Bahamas Air flights to the nation, will government continue the repatriation of illegal immigrants to their home country? Just this week, there was a mass prison escape, followed by an attempted seizure of the main international airport by gangs. That resulted in the airport's closure and Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry being unable to return to the country. When asked about repatriations to Haiti, acting press secretary in the office of the Prime Minister, Keishla Adderley, says we'll simply have to wait and see.
There's been no policy decision to halt repatriation as such, but obviously the situation on the ground with disruption to airport services will put a monkey wrench in any intention to go into Haiti. So while there's no policy decision to make any changes, we'll have to wait and see, adjust based on the situation on the ground.
Meantime, former Prime Minister Dr. Hubert Minnis calling the Prime Minister's decision to lend support to Haiti as misguided as the island nation remains in turmoil. While contributing to the mid-year budget debate, Dr. Minnis said, with all the confusion going on in Haiti, the commitment of 150 troops to Haiti isn't a good move.
The government either does not know or is not sharing further details of what role the Bahamas will play in this mission. This is reckless. Our sons and daughters should not be sent to a war zone with no plan in order to solve the Haitian problems. Haitians have come to a decision as to how. Haitians need to come to a decision as to how they will govern their country. Foreign interventions have failed repeatedly. Not only is there no clear plan for the military intervention, there's no plan as to how long the troops will remain.
Now, Kenya has pledged to lead the mission to Haiti by pledging 1,000 troops. However, a Kenyan court ruled the decision as unconstitutional. Dr. Minnis says there appears to be no clear plan.
It is unclear how big the overall force would be. It is unclear if it would cause the integrated naval, air, ground, and intelligence gathering components required. What is clear is that the intervention force would have to fight what are now well-armed militia.
A judge's decision to deny an accused gang member bail for his safety has been affirmed by the Court of Appeal. Denero Wims is accused of the September 10, 2023 murder of Catrez Coakley in Yellow Elder Gardens. Prosecutors say Wims and Coakley were shooting at someone else when Wims accidentally shot Coakley in the head. Police allege that Wims is a soldier and shooter for the gang. The appellate court said there were no conditions that could be imposed to ensure Wims' safety and that of members of the public. Well, cloudy skies and a few showers earlier today. Greg Thompson joins us now from the Weather Center with your first look at temperatures. Greg.
Yeah, thanks, Megan, and welcome back, everybody, for a quick check on conditions around the islands and outside our studios. 77 degrees is our current temperature with a few clouds. Your winds are out of the southeast at 7 miles per hour, and your field strike temperature hanging out in the mid-70s. Satellite and radar composite showing a lot of showers and isolated thunderstorms associated with an mid-upper level disturbance that moves through our area. That's pivoting out towards the east. Some showers and thunderstorms will hang around on the tail end of that. There's a frontal boundary we expect to get here sometime by the weekend. That could bring us a couple isolated showers, but in the meantime, a dry air mass should be moving across us, giving us some beautiful weather through tomorrow. That's a quick check on conditions around the island. Stick with us. A look at your extended forecast is still it.
Still to come on Our News, a week-long gas outage over on Acklins left many stranded or significantly inconvenienced. Our Candino Knowles is on the island with a first-hand account of the situation. Plus, Bahamians making a big impact. Our Italia Hall brings you the story of the first Bahamian to be elected in the city of Miami Gardens. We've got the details when Our News returns.
Electric cars? Now it's time you drive one. Easy Car Sales welcomes you to experience the power and prestige of the latest electric vehicles. Plug in at home for a 65% discount off your gas bill and never get stuck at the pump again. Build your dreams of a better future with a better car, the BYD EV. Visit easy242.com to book your free test drive today. Save your money while driving in style, only at Easy Car Sales.
Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means using less energy to perform the same task, unplugging appliances not in use. That's energy conservation. Replacing an old refrigerator, washing machine with a new model, adding insulation to the attic and walls of a home. That's energy efficiency. People conserve to gain more control over their energy bill and to reduce demand on the Earth's natural resources. Take this journey with us as we build for better. BPL.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklins. Night after night, accompany us on a week-long expedition as we unveil the undiscovered treasures of this island paradise. See its pristine beaches, embrace the vibrant culture, and live the experience through the lens of our news. Tune in every night at 7 p.m. for a captivating blend of inspiration, adventure, and the irresistible charm of Acklins. Coming this March, only on Our News.
A gas outage lasting a week on Acklins has left some residents stranded or significantly restricting their movements on the islands. Candino Knowles, who is on assignment for the Our News to the Island series, set to begin this Saturday, encountered the issue upon traveling to the island.
All right, we just pulled up to Nay's service station in Spring Point, Acklins. It's the only service station on the island. And when my cameraman Richard Ferguson and I landed yesterday, we were told there was no fuel. Sure enough, we pulled up today. There's a sign on the door, out of gas. We spoke to Chief Councillor Marvin Campbell about a number of issues on the island today. This one he's describing as an economic killer.
The government work can hardly go on. Our work can hardly go on. And restaurants, the bar, or whatever, the businesses, I should say.
And one of those businesses Campbell was speaking about is a popular hangout on the island, Club Rolex. Henry Roll is the proprietor.
I've had this problem for years and years. It seems as though I'm getting so used to it, but trust me, it's hurting me bad.
And Roll telling Our News the impact is far-reaching.
We have guests on the island. They already paid thousands of dollars to come to fish. And here it is, the guy who owns a SD company, he have to reimburse the folks back of their money because they don't have any gas in the car, no gas on the island, and it cripples us.
Velma Ferguson of Ival's Bed and Breakfast shares the sentiment.
Because we lose business, and, you know, I'm sure those people came from New York, all over the world.
The chief councillor says the council has been in discussions with two potential operators for quite some time in an effort to supplement the one service station that fuels the entire island.
What's happening here is the capacity, because Acklins has grown over several years. When I say have grown, I mean with persons coming in and, like you said, economy-wise, and so you get more vehicles.
And the service station still obviously closed tonight, but Chief Councillor Campbell says residents can expect this week-long shortage, to end by the weekend. He says the MV Nuji, that's the mailboat that comes to the island, is expected to bring the fuel supply between Friday evening and Saturday morning. We will certainly be among the residents that will come to get our rental car fueled up for our week-long trip here in Acklins. In Spring Point City, Acklins, reporting for Our News, I'm Candino Knowles.
Thank you so much for that, Candino. Well, our news team attempted to speak with the owners of the service station, but we were informed that they were off the island. And remember, be sure to stay tuned to Our News beginning March 9th for Our News to the Island series. The Bahamas is known for its rich culture that is spread across the world, but less than 200 miles away in the city of Miami, some Bahamians are making a difference. Tonight, our Italia Hall speaks with a councilwoman of Miami Gardens who is a Bahamian that is true to her heritage.
Councilwoman Lady Shannon Igadero was born and raised in the Bahamas. In her early 20s, she moved from the Bahamas to the United States to pursue tertiary education. Councilwoman Igadero making history as she's the first Bahamian to be elected in the city of Miami Gardens, the post she's held for some 4 years.
And that would not happen without the rich cultural history between the United States by way of Miami Gardens and the beautiful Nassau, Bahamas. So for me, the experience has been overwhelmingly positive. I happen to be the councilwoman in the city of Miami Gardens, but Bunch Park, where we are now recording, is in my area. It is prominently Bahamian.
She says she's been able to bridge the gap even closer between the Bahamas and other cultures.
The diaspora covers not just the Bahamians, local Bahamians here or Bahamian descents, but also people from other cultures, your Jamaicans, your Trinidadians, your Haitians, and so forth. So we're able to bring all of those cultures together to experience what growth and what partnership is all about.
And as for future plans,
bridge that divide between how we look at business, tourism, and trade. I believe that Miami Gardens is open for business, and I know that the Bahamas is equally open for business. An event such as Jazz in the Gardens is one event that would allow that to happen.
In honor of International Women's Day, Councilwoman Igadero is receiving an award from the state for her efforts. Empowering the next generation is something she says she's focused on.
And to really see that coming together after 4 years, I was actually speaking to a group of women this time last year in the Bahamas, and it felt overwhelming to be able to go back to the country where I was born, to be able to pour back into Bahamian women.
Now the councilwoman says in her role it is her mission to continue to spread the positive news of the Bahamas and to help develop the city of Miami Gardens. Reporting in Miami, Florida for Our News, I'm Italia Hall.
It's now time for tonight's Financial Market Minute, brought to you by RF, your local investment bank. This has been your Financial Market Minute. To explore the best performing mutual funds in the Bahamas, visit our website at www.rfgroup.com.
Still to come on Our News, stick around for a voyage to Regatta Buffet. The Bahama restaurant's reintroducing dinner service to satisfy all of your food cravings. Plus,
coming up in sports, find out who sits atop the standings after day 2 of BAISS Track and Field.
You drive one. Easy Car Sales welcomes you to experience the power and prestige of the latest electric vehicles. Plug in at home for a 65% discount off your gas bill and never get stuck at the pump again. Build your dreams of a better future with a better car, the BYD EV. Visit easy242.com to book your free test drive today. Save your money while driving in style, only at Easy Car Sales.
Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means using less energy to perform the same task, unplugging appliances not in use. That's energy conservation. Replacing an old refrigerator, washing machine with a new model, adding insulation to the attic and walls of a home. That's energy efficiency. People conserve to gain more control over their energy bill and to reduce demand on the Earth's natural resources. Take this journey with us as we build for better. BPL.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure of Acklins. Night after night.
This is Our News. Welcome back. The BAISS track and field meet heads into its final day, and Bahamian minor league baseball players continue to make their mark in spring training. Here now with Our Sports, presented by 10th year seniors, is Ronaldo and John Mark. Ronaldo.
Thanks, Megan, and welcome to Our Sports, presented by 10th year seniors. I'm Ronaldo Dorset. That's John Mark Nutt. Let's do show. A pivotal day 2 saw one team surge ahead of the field and atop the standings in BAISS track and field.
Was it St. Andrews?
Definitely not. Powered by a dominant series of performances in the 100 meters, the Queens College Comets will head into day 3 with 699 points and a 24-point lead. The SAC Big Red Machine fell behind to second place with 675 points. The Temple Christian Sons are third with 258.5 points. The Comets won 5 of the 8 100-meter races in the series, led by 2023 Carifta medalists Chimaya Nabi and Ishmael Roll. Nabi won the under-20 girls in 12.25 seconds, and Roll took the under-17 boys in 10.86 seconds.
The Bahamas Hope Challenge continued its nearly 2 decades of charitable service in the country. The organization hosted its flagship fundraiser last weekend in Governor Harbour, Eleuthera, featuring cyclists, walkers, and runners all coming together for a good cause.
This is our 16th edition. We started as Ride for Hope Bahamas, as many people know. And in those early days, we only had cyclists. Now we have walkers and runners as well.
In addition to the races, the Bahamas Hope Challenge also includes a weekend of events aimed at using sports as a fundraiser for many of its programs.
Deshaun Knowles ended his 2023 minor league baseball season in AA baseball, and the Los Angeles Angels prospect looks to make another leap in 2024. Looking to progress in the organization and with a possible position change on the way, Knowles detailed how his work over the course of the offseason has prepared him for the next step.
Since so much needed to work on, but just more repetition and more reps. I transferred to the infield as well, so I took ground balls every day, so I kind of just get more reps in the infield.
In 128 games with the Tri-City Dust Devils and Rocket City Trash Pandas, Knowles hit .249 with 40 RBI, 30 stolen bases, and 4 home runs. A minor league veteran who has also played at the national team level in the World Baseball Classic, he discussed how those experiences have shaped his career.
When I was younger, when I was in the lower levels, it would be like a mountain for me, strike out, I'd be upset, or if I don't make a routine play, I'd be upset, let it get to my head, and I feel like I could balance that out better now.
A Great Britain teammate of Knowles at the WBC, BJ Murray is having an immediate impact for the Chicago Cubs in his second spring training appearance with the big league club. Murray's 8th inning home run gave the Cubs a late lead in their 6-5 win yesterday over the Los Angeles Angels in Cactus League play. Drafted by the Cubs in 2021, Murray played last season with the Tennessee Smokies, and his postseason run helped lead the team to the Southern League title. In 2022, he also won the Midwest League title with the South Bend Cubs. That'll do it for Our Sports, presented by 10th year seniors. For John Mark Nutt, I'm Ronaldo Dorset. Back to the studio.
Still ahead on Our News tonight, dinner just got easier as Regatta Buffet wants to welcome you and the entire family for meals sure to keep you coming back. Plus, Greg is back with more weather details right after this quick break. Stick with us.
You've heard of electric cars. Now it's time you drive one. Easy Car Sales welcomes you to experience the power and prestige of the latest electric vehicles. Plug in at home for a 65% discount off your gas bill and never get stuck at the pump again. Build your dreams of a better future with a better car, the BYD EV. Visit easy242.com to book your free test drive today. Save your money while driving in style, only at Easy Car Sales.
Bahamas Power and Light Company Limited looks forward to helping our customers eliminate wasted energy. Energy conservation is the decision and practice of using less energy. Energy efficiency means using less energy to perform the same task, unplugging appliances not in use. That's energy conservation. Replacing an old refrigerator, washing machine with a new model, adding insulation to the attic and walls of a home. That's energy efficiency. People conserve to gain more control over their energy bill and to reduce demand on the Earth's natural resources. Take this journey with us as we build for better. BPL.
Don't spend hours sending individual messages to your customers. Use SMS messaging instead. With Cable Bahamas Business Solutions SMS messaging, you can send personalized messages to hundreds or even thousands of recipients instantly. It's quick, effortless, and cost-effective. Plus, it ensures that your messages are delivered directly to your customers' cellular phones, guaranteeing higher engagement. Save time and boost your outreach with SMS bulk messaging. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions at 601-8911 in Nassau or 602-8811 in the Family Islands.
Embrace technology and the digital transformation for better business results. For small business owners, it's essential to understand how technology can affect operational efficiencies. Modern communication relies on technology, and your customer service depends on communication. With proper tools like our fixed and mobile services, we help you stay connected. For solutions that work, ask the experts. Call Cable Bahamas Business Solutions.
Immerse yourself in the enchanting allure.
You're watching Our News. Welcome back. Cloudy skies outside the Our News studio this evening, but here again with your extended forecast for temperatures around the country. Meteorologist Greg Thompson is back in the Weather Center.
Yeah, thanks again, Megan, and welcome back, everybody, for our final check of weather. Mid to upper level disturbance that moves through our area now towards the east and northeast. Trailing end of that, bringing some showers and isolated thunderstorms across the northwest Bahamas. We did get quite a bit of rainfall in the Grand Bahama and the Abaco areas. I think it was closer to 2 inches across that area. Here in the capital, down in my backyard, we had a little over half an inch. Shower activity will be waning as the evening goes on. Some isolated showers still across Florida, but most of that should miss the northwest Bahamas. Dry air mass will be moving in across our area, but we expect a storm system that's taking shape across Texas. That's going to be bringing another frontal boundary across our area by the early part of next week, the end of this weekend. So we could see a couple isolated showers with that as well. Future forecast, most of the activity out in the open Atlantic associated with that disturbance. A couple of isolated showers still across the Florida area. Could clip the northwest Bahamas through Friday, and then by Saturday, conditions improving pretty nicely. So we're looking at a beautiful weekend before another front gets in here by Sunday, Monday time frame. Boating forecast for all areas tonight. Your winds will fall light and variable, but tomorrow they become variable at 5 to 10 knots, occasionally out of the east-southeast. Seas running 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. Your low tide will be at 11:25 tonight. High tide taking place at 5:48 tomorrow morning. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In the extended forecast, beautiful conditions Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Breezy on Monday, frontal boundary should get near during that time frame, so we could see a couple isolated showers, but by early next week, we expect conditions to be improving. Temperatures should take a little bit of a dip into the 70s. That's a look at our weather. Make it a safe night and have a great week, everybody.
Well, after a brief hiatus, extended hours at Regatta Buffet at Bahamar is back, reintroducing dinner services from Wednesday through Sunday. And as restaurant manager Diana Dorset tells me, there's something for everyone as each night features themed culinary experiences.
Wednesday nights is Asian nights, and Thursday nights is Mexican nights. Friday night is seafood night, and Saturday nights we're going to be doing sushi and steak. And of course we have brunch on Sundays, which is all Bahamian. With all the offerings that we've been putting out there for all our Bahamians for breakfast, brunch, and dinner, they all get 20% discount. And that's going to be running for the next couple of God knows when.
Chef Delarice McKinsey Sims, the culinary genius behind Regatta's Kitchen, has over 20 years' experience making delectable dishes. She shares her enthusiasm for the reintroduction of dinner services, as well as some of what the amazing menu offers.
I have a special comforter. It's a Bahamian comforter, specially made by me, special ingredients. And we do pea soup and dumpling, crab and grits, lobster and grits. It's like a Bahamian cuisine, but we serve it on Sunday. So you could come down on Sunday and enjoy the nice Bahamian food. We have, sometimes we do seafood fritters. We do a boiler, ham, ribs, you know, like what your grandmother did back in the days. You know, much people hardly see that. We do stuffed pork chops, peas and grits, you know.
And while Bahama has an array of restaurants on property, Chef Mackenzie Sims says their family-friendly atmosphere sets Regatta apart. So if you're in the mood for a culinary voyage, it's time to set your course for Regatta.
The smile on their face, they're comfortable, like, you know, they used to be like, oh, it tastes like my grandmother's soup. So I get very excited to go to the table and get to meet the guests, and you know, it's our own locals. They're excited, like, they used to be like, wow.
As the Regatta team seeks to go above and beyond for local customers, Chef Mackenzie Sims says that exceptional customer service also extends to their littlest of guests.
If you bring a kid and your child in tonight, I'll accommodate her with fritters. I will give them tenders. They get pizzas. I could do a loaded fries. I usually go to the table and touch them. And if it's your birthday, I have a special cake I would surprise you.
And thank you so much to the Regatta team for having us, and thank you for joining us tonight on Our News. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Megan Shepard. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a safe and wonderful evening.